Hey guys, welcome back to MK's Electronics, or if you are new to the channel, then welcome. Today I have yet another case. We're gonna be unboxing the case and building computer into it. This awesome case comes from a company called Gamdiaz. Forgive me if I don't pronounce that correctly, but I think it's Gamdiaz. And this particular model is Gamdiaz Atlas E1 mid-tower case. And future-wise, for price what you pay for this one, it's actually awesome. So let's read the box. On the box you have a picture here, Atlas E1 mid-tower, and it's got a panoramic display. That means it's got a glass all around. It comes with 3 ARGB fans which are built in already. It is optimized for air intake, whatever that means, and it's got a small display with your stats. I believe it's CPU and GPU, but don't quote me on that, we'll see. On top of the box there is a QR code with your online multi-language manual if you need one. And that's about it. Let's open this box, let's have a look on the case. Oh, by the way, this was on sale, £45. 45 quid for a case like this. Alright, so I will open that from bottom. Hopefully you can just slide it off. Alright, let's see if I can open it as a pro. I open it from the bottom, hopefully I can slide it up. We'll see. There you go. Now, it's cheap case. I'm expecting to get static electric right now. I'm always scared when that happens. But it's usual with cheaper cases. Oh, not with this one. Look at that. The plastic for this one didn't give me static electric whatsoever. Alright. Because 99% of the time when I buy cheap case, they have some kind of wrapping there, and it's just always when you slide it off, it's a huge discharge. Not on this one. Not on this one. Alright, here's the beauty. Still no electric, it's fine. It's small case, it's compact. It is compact though. Alright, so let's measure that. We're measuring in centimeters because that's all what I know. And it is 35 centimeters and 6 millimeters, more like 7. So 35.7 millimeters from front to back. If we measure from the table, standing to the top, that is 48 centimeters, and from side to side, that is 21 centimeters. Alright, so there you go. It's quite compact, but nevertheless, I'm pretty sure it can fit quite substantial hardware, even in this size. Now let's have a closer look on the features of the case. So their main advertisement was the wide angle. So they mean this: you get a front and you get a glass in the front, glass on the side. They did mention airflow, so we have on the bottom intake for the power supply itself. But if you look on the basement, here is purified, here is purification. Obviously back you have your power supply, and here is no purification, though it could be better. They could purify this side as well. I don't see why they didn't do it. But yeah, it's got a quite intake, and you got an exhaust on the top with magnetic filter, and exhaust at the back, and obviously the bottom have a removable filter as well. If we have a look on the I/O, that's the interesting part. So the I/O got a power button, obviously, temperature, reset button, or RGB control, one of those. And you got a headphone jack, USB 3.0, USB 3.0, no Type C, and you have this simple display, which is digits, and it shows in Celsius and Faradays, and should be controlling your CPU, GPU, and AMB. Not sure what is that, AMD. AMB. You got pre-built 3 fans from Gamdiaz. These are reverse blade. As you can see, they are reverse blade. Yeah. So they pull air from bottom up. And we have a built-in one exhaust. Let's take the glass off. So how do we take this glass off? You can see here is some wood top. Is it magnetic? Oh yeah. How this thing goes? Oh, it's not magnetic. It's got a, like a top scene here and stuff. See here. So it's a press fit. So if we have a look in the inside, we get those 2 pre-installed fans on the bottom. Just 2 times 120, they are reverse blade. One other exhaust at the back. We have already pre-installed standard for micro ATX motherboard. Here's some cable management holes cut out. And nothing else. Let's see if we can get the front panel off as well. I will go if I can. Yeah, I should be able to just pull it off like the side panel. Yeah, it goes like that. That's your front glass. So it's gonna be easier to build in. Let's undo the back panel. So we got the thumb screws. Somebody torqued them to hell. That's not how thumb screws should be tight. Let's see if small screwdriver will help us. Yep, it helped. Are they captive? Nope, they are not captive. Yeah, it's a 45. I mean, the full price is around 55 quid, but it was discounted on 45. I know I wouldn't probably. I shouldn't be actually expecting a comfort of life like a captive thumb screws. All right, so here's the back of it. And now, in essence, it's like any cheaper case. You don't have much space for cable management and stuff. Here is our bag with the screws and now zip ties. Right, so here is cabling for the front I/O. We have a USB 3.0, 90 degrees angle. We got front audio. We got hard drive LED, power LED, and power switch. We've got a USB for the display. We got our temperature connector, and we got a repurposed reset button for our RGB switch. The fans are powered by SATA. They daisy chain all together to the SATA connector. They have appropriate connectors, so you can't just put it into the motherboard. These fans probably can't be speed controlled unless this temperature reading, which goes to the display, somehow translates to their software through that USB where you can actually control the speed fans. But we'll see about that. But hey ho, so let's keep going. We have our cutouts for the cable management. We have some cable management hooks, so I'm guessing all the cables they need to run through here and through here, because if you run any cable through here, it will be not enough space. The spacing we have around so depth for the case to the side panel we have 2.5 centimeters, so it should be enough for cable management. We got our SSD caddy here, which is just on the screw. So it's a 2.5 inch SSDs, and that's it. What if I want a 3.5 inch? I'm guessing we could here is mounting on the bottom, yeah, on the bottom of the case. On the bottom of the case, here, and that's right in front of the power supply. You can put the 3.5 inch hard drive and 2 spots for 2.5 inch SSDs. I mean, it is meant for a budget build, so yeah, it is what it is. Which we are building anyway. I'm building budget PC. So I did come to the first issue with the case. See the locking on the 3.0 on the motherboard. And the well-intended 90 degrees connector has the locking on the other side. It's meant to be going like this. So yeah. That's for some reason opposite way. So I don't know how to do that. So I end up with the 3.0 connector this way, which is really stupid. I would not recommend doing that. But this is just a temporary solution for myself. I need to have this PC done, so I just keep going. And later on I will get adapter. But already mid-build for this simple reason, I would not recommend the case just because of this cable, because you need to get an adapter for it. And the cheapest one is £5, I think. Yeah, and that's just no from my side. I'm back at it. It's next day. I had to wait for ARGB controller because the fans for our, in this case, they can be controlled by the button on the case, but I couldn't add to it any other ARGB components. For some reason they put some For some reason they put some weird connector on it, which is not usual for the fans. For some reason they put weird connector on the fans, and I couldn't connect anything else into it. So I have here this ARGB controller with a remote, and that will be running the fans on the CPU cooler. Alrighty, so first thing first, I will take out the GPU again, because these bottom fans what are there, they make insane noise, like insane noise, because they are right against the mesh, which is here on the bottom, which goes in the basement, and it makes noise like what to compare it. It makes noise like it makes similar noise like your oven fan when you're baking cakes. So that's how it sounds. So it's not something what I would like to have in a PC for myself, and especially not for somebody who will buy that PC from me. So I don't want them have this kind of headache. So what I will do, I will try to put these spacers on that, so it doesn't sit right against the mesh. And actually, before I let's have a listen before I fix it. You tell me what you think about that. I'll power it on, and you just have a listen how it sounds. On top of that, you can't control the RPMs on the fans because they are powered by SATA connector. I think that's awful. I think that's too much for idle. So if I stop them, that's okay. If I let them go, it's like an oven.